Well, I took my real life experiences and put that in my character. A lot of people don't know everything I've had to go through since I was 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, everything pretty much came naturally.
Can you give us a specific example or something? I mean, it doesn't have to be too heavy or anything, but...
Well, no, I'll pretty much go in depth because I'm coming out with a documentary, and that's based on my life.
All right.
But,
Great.
All right. So I was adopted, by a white Caucasian lady. And, she passed away when I was 14. So my first week as a freshman is when she died.
Wow.
2 weeks after that, I was with my friends. And suddenly I saw them running. And I was like, before I got a chance to say what's up, I felt this cold steel, like, behind my knee, which was a steel pipe. So I looked up, and there was 4 guys with masks, and they all had steel-toe boots on. One of them had a knife. So then they'll hold me down and stomp my face in. And then the 4th dude took the knife and stabbed me with it.
Jesus.
Stabbed me right in my chest and split my my stomach open.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And this is at 14 years old?
Yeah, so I have a big, nasty scar on my lower stomach, and half my organs are got to be removed.
Wow. That is a heck of a story.
So taking that rough and tumble experience, I mean, that gives you this sort of grit, right? I mean...
Yeah, if I can survive that, which I barely did, but if I can get through that, it's like I don't fear anybody.
Sure.
And that's part of the reason why I called out Mac, because I'm not taking nothing away from him. Like I said before, him and Jazz are 2 very accomplished wrestlers, and they've done a lot, but if they think for 1 second I'm scared, they got nothing coming.
Wow.
If I'm willing to come to their home turf to fight him, and you know how rough Louisiana is. If I'm from Virginia and I'm willing to, take a 15 or 10-hour, however long it takes to get down there, and fight Mac at his home turf, then yeah.
That's the deep South.
It's just a matter of respect.
Folks, we're talking to urban legend. He is dropping some heavy, heavy bombs on us today. My goodness. Now, it's funny because you talk about your journey and some of the things that you had to overcome as a young man, and here you are today, this pro wrestler, and even though that you're still pretty young in the business, you've had some significant success.
You want to hear something really, really funny?
What's that?
I've never won a championship, but I have made Rookie of the Year twice in 2 different promotions. I'm not going to say it's tough to win a championship, but at the end of this business is a political game. I've never been the type of person to, kiss ass or, I'm pretty much to myself. So if a promoter wants me, I get in the show and I do what I need to do and I get out, and get paid. I don't try and, rub people the wrong way, or sometimes I do, but that's not my intention. I'm not saying everybody that holds a championship is kissing ass, but, that's kind of the easiest way to get it. You know what I'm saying? I've never been that type of person.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, championships really don't mean nothing to me. There's a perk. I'm in this wrestling business because I like competition, and I want to be known as one of the best, if not the best.
I hear that. Now, you're represented by Leilani Kai and BookProWrestlers.com. Give us some information about that relationship, because Leilani Kai is in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. She has a strong eye for talent. So the fact that you're part of that family there, that speaks pretty highly of what they think of you there.
And as of today, I just found out I'm actually the youngest member of Book Pro Wrestlers.
So what does that make you feel like there to be part of such a big time booking group like BookProWrestlers.com?
Oh, I'm honored because I know it's definitely not an easy feat to even get an email, let alone a look. I got the offer from Steve because he believed that, he saw something in me because, I guess he thinks I'm tenacious and I want this, which is true. And, of course, I took the offer. Why would I say no? So I've been a part of Book Pro for a good part of a year. And then 2 weeks ago, Leilani contacted me and said she's heard nothing but good things about me. So, she's going around telling people that I'm one of her proteges, which means a lot to me.
Yeah, that's a big stamp of approval there.
Yeah, if you have an endorsement or such, then that means you have something. But I'm definitely not satisfied. I definitely have a lot of long-term goals and goals I want to meet this year.
Now, speaking of having something, I gotta give him a chance to ask you here because the Boston Bad Boy's been bugging me. I told him I don't know if this would be appropriate or not, but go ahead.
Well, you may not know this, Legend, but at this point in the show, it's been a long show dealing with Duke, and I'm hungry. And when your last name, Bertucci, came up, immediately I thought of delicious, warm, right from the oven rolls. And I had a theory that maybe you are the heir to the Bertucci fortune, and you would get us some free pizza in exchange for us letting you come on the show. A little bit of a pay-for-play kind of thing.
I'm so embarrassed by this guy.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I'm definitely not related to that, but it's pretty cool to know that there's rolls out there named after me.
Yeah, well, that's true. You can tell, yeah. I figured from one paisano to another, we get some pizza deal going here. But I guess we'll have to work on that a little
Unbelievable.
For what it's worth, my sister's dad owned Bertucci's, the pizza parlor in New York, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, so there is some. So maybe not the nationwide chain.
No, but he owned a couple in New York.
He owned a couple in New York.
I know two of them got burnt down by a mob, but the other one's still there.
Jeez, what a
Wait,
life.
this is getting real interesting here. Yeah, you might have to do your own podcast to talk about this.
What's your sister's name?
My sister?
Yeah.
Moira Askew. She got married, so it's not Bertucci anymore, obviously.
Well, shout out to Sister Legend. If you want to provide the Boston Bad Boy with any of your dad's pizza or what have you, please go right ahead. Because this guy keeps bothering me about food. I'm getting
any
sick
kind
and tired
of food hookup, even if you know somebody that maybe you know somebody in your town where you live now that has some fruit, we'll take anything.
Sure.
We'll work for food.
Sure. Now look, you've talked about all of the ups and downs that you've had to deal with in life and how you've overcome these things. And you're still a young man, which is the most interesting part about this. And you've stood toe-to-toe with the Red Dog, Rodney Mack, which is just amazing to me. So I think you're exactly the type of person that I need for something.
I hope you're not going down the road I think you're going down.
Stay out of this, Boston Bad Boy. I'm talking to my man, Urban Legend, because we're friends now, right?
Here
Legend?
we go.
Aren't we friends now?
We're cool.
That's right.
He throws that F word around quite a lot.
No, Legend is my friend. Stay out of this. So look, I got a problem. There's a guy, okay, and he's currently in the WWE, this guy. He is a punk, okay? He's nothing but a no good, pumped up, overstuffed punk from the gym, okay? He doesn't know what it means to fly around the world with Rolexes, to wear alligator shoes, to be the best, okay? He doesn't know because he's a punk. Now, this guy is my arch nemesis, and I'm sick and tired of him, okay? So I need somebody. I need somebody like Urban Legend, okay? I need a tough guy who's overcome all the odds. I need you to go down there to the WWE and find that no-good Roman Reigns, and I need you to lay the smackdown Urban Legend style. Do it for me. Tell the world right now you're going down there to straighten out that Roman Reigns for me. Tell them.
Roman Reigns, you're big, you're tough, you hit hard, you got skill. But a man over here doesn't like you too much. But I don't have a problem with you.
I love it. I love it.
So, with that being said, I think we all good. I'm going to stay where I'm at. You stay where you're at.
Perfect.
There'll be no trouble.
That's and that's the same thing I have to say every week because Duke gets himself and I fear me into trouble with a guy the size of Roman Reigns, and he just keeps talking about his arch nemesis, and he's also using Ric Flair promos to antagonize the guy. It's unbelievable.
All right, listen, Legend.
Yeah.
I got to explain something to you. I did not allow you to come on this show.
Here we go.
No, hold on, Boston Bad Boy, because I'm a little upset about this right now.
Yeah, because no one agrees with you ever.
No, I didn't allow you to come on this show and tell your life story and talk about all the great things you have going on just for you to sit there, okay, and stab me in the back by telling Roman Reigns that you're not going to go down there and bust him up because I told you to. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to call Red Dog Rodney Mack, okay? And I'm going to call Jazz, and I'm going to tell the both of them to make sure they put a little extra mustard on the beatdown that they give you, because it's clear to me that you need some discipline, young man, okay?
Oh, I'm so scared right now.
You should be. You should
Let me
be.
get some popcorn right quick.
Legend, if you want Duke's home address and you want to go talk to him in person, I'll slide it to you after the show. Don't you worry about it.
No.
Because you talk a lot, Duke.
you're kind of frisky right now, man.
Hey, listen.
Kind of sound like you're itching for a fight.
Hey, whoa.
And that's the same thing Rodney Mack said before I got in his face. So
See, this is perfect.
No, listen.
if you want something else to headline Twitter, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you could have a little tussle and see what's up.
Listen,
I like that idea.
I'm going to tell you like I tell all the rest of them. I don't fight. I will sue. Okay? I got a lawyer. All right? I will sue. It's nothing new to him. Okay, see? All right. That's
He's
enough
not afraid of your lawyers.
Clearly, he's not afraid of lawyers or anybody else for that matter. Listen, Legend, if bookers want to get in touch with you, what is the best way they can get in touch with you to have you come on their shows and wrestle for them?
First of all, email me at urbanlegend757@gmail.com. That's my email. Or they can go straight to Book Pro Wrestlers, and contact Steve Stasiak and ask, how much that costs and what they got to do to book me, and then they'll get in contact with me.
Yeah, and shout out to Steve Stasiak. He's doing a great job with Leilani Kai over there at bookprowrestlers.com. Now, what about the fans, Legend? Because I'm sure after all the things that you've said on this show today, number one, I know the fans of Rodney Mack are going to want to talk to you. I know that fans who've heard your inspirational story are going to want to reach out to you and talk to you. And I know some of my fans are going to have a problem with the way that you threaten my life.
No, they won't.
No, I think they will, though.
No, they won't.
They're going to have a problem with this.
They're going to agree with me.
I doubt it. But so how can the fans get in touch with you for all these things?
Hit me up on Twitter, UrbanLegend93, or Instagram, Urban Legend Official, or you can go to my Facebook, Urban Legend Bertucci.
There it is.
Those are 3 ways you can get a hold of me.
His name is Urban Legend. I mean, he's brash, he's cocky, but he's also highly talented. We'll have you on the show again in the not-too-distant future, Urban, just as long as you promise not to beat me up.
We're all good, man.
Look at that. You're all right, but you're walking a very fine line with our guests, most of whom are larger than us and can easily beat us up. And I have no doubt this kid's going to come after you at some point.
Oh, I hope he does.
I'll pay him.
No, you don't need to do that.
I will book him to do it. Can I do that?
Whose side are you on? That's what I want.
Certainly not yours.
Okay? Whose side are you on?
I am on the side of reason and the side of entertainment.
It's really distasteful that you don't support me when these muscled-up people try to threaten my life.
There are plenty of times when I support you. When you go down some tangent with a guy and you just want him to fight your battles for you. It's crazy. It's crazy.
He's a tough guy.